Welcome to the HNI podcast. Today we are joined by Maria Rodirguez. She is the first Dominicana to land the lead in a reality TV show. We are so excited to have her join us today live from Puerto Rico.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for having me. I feel so honored.
Nah, for sure. Thank you for being a guest and welcome to Hustle Not Included podcast.
Thank you guys. I'm excited to be here.
So, how's PR treating you? Bad Bunny Live. How is it over there in La Isla? I miss home.
It's amazing. I mean, listen, I'm drinking gasolina.
Uh-oh,
You know about gasolina.
I see you on that gas. Listen, it's only right for you to enjoy the beautiful island, especially with Bad Bunny bringing back that good salsa feel out there. Have you been out and about?
Yesterday I was actually, I don't know if you guys know about a place called La Placita. Yeah, they was having like a little not a concert, but they had his music and everybody was like in the streets dancing. It's so beautiful. I love how everyone supports him here. It's beautiful to experience and to just be in between all of that. I love that.
Now that sounds like a good time. Is this your first time in PR?
No, actually, I was actually born here, and my parents are Dominican.
Wait a minute, time out. I did not know that you were Bori Dominicana. Are we claiming that?
I definitely claim it. I feel like my culture and my background is Dominican. So like, the way I talk and stuff like that is Dominican, but I feel like I was born here for a reason. So I always like to bring it up now. Like now I bring it up, I talk about it because when I was younger people would try to categorize me and they'd be like, "No, you're Dominican. No, you're Puerto Rican." Now I'm like, "No, I am what I am. I'm born in Puerto Rico. My parents are Dominican and raised in New York. So, yeah. But not my first time. That was your question. Not my first time.
Wow, wait. I feel like we got the exclusive. We just get an exclusive right now?
You do. I don't even think when I did my show, like when I went on my Amazon show, I think I spoke about it. I definitely stood more, spoke about more about my Dominican culture and everything like that. Because I feel like sometimes it gets a little confusing for people. But again, the more I grow, I feel like there's a reason I was born here, and like I want to just like say who I am and where I'm from, and like my who I am.
I gotta ask this question. Did you keep the wedding band from the show?
I do have it. Yes, I have the ring. I still have the ring. I mean, listen, it was an expensive ring, so I definitely was going to keep it. Um, yeah, I know the girls, the us girls that got married, our ring was expensive. So yeah, I have it there. I actually wore it one time, not in my ring finger, but I wore it out because it's cute and it has like diamonds and everything. And I was on a date and guy was like, "Are you married?" I was like, "I guess this is not as low as I thought, even if I wear it in another finger." Like,
Do you think people can actually fall in love on reality TV?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can feel like it could be a little bit of a fantasy feeling because you're spending so much time with a person. So sometimes it feels a little bit of like lust with falling in love. But I will say it makes everything faster because you're spending 24 hours with this person. There's no distractions, there's no phone, there's no TVs, there's literally nothing to distract you but to have this connection with this person. And then you're going really deep into, like, let's say in the real world you might see someone once or twice a month when you guys are first dating, right? Or maybe four times, they say max, because we have lives, we have work, other people they have kids or whatever. In reality TV, this is what you're doing. You're dating these people. There's no time for nothing else. So I feel like you can fall in love in reality TV, and you can fall in love really fast, where you're like, "Am I crazy?"
Did your perception on relationships change after being on the show? Like, what's your outlook on relationships now?
I think that what really changed for me was more of like my judgment, especially coming into the entertainment world. I've always been more behind the scenes. I'm a makeup artist. I've been in the industry for 13 years. So I've been more kind of behind the scenes instead of in front of the camera. So being in front of the camera, like when you go in the entertainment world, you hear people say like, "It's crazy. You gotta be careful. It's crazy." And then like actually experiencing it and like realizing what people say is like, oh wow, wow, it is crazy. So I think like my judgment with people when it comes to that world, definitely that is something that I learned to just work on more. I've always had great judgment, but when it came to that world, I want to say like again, real life and reality TV is different. So, people can put up a front, people can put up a persona, people are trying to be out here, be on TV. So when you are in the entertainment, I learned to protect myself and protect my real feelings because I'm very genuine. So being genuine and being a Latina, being Dominican, we when we love and we care about people, we do. Like it's not a facade. And in reality to be a lot of people are facade. So I learned to really work on my judgment when it came to the entertainment world for sure. Hmm.
So, for those of you who have not seen the Cosmic Love Show, Maria does marry Chris. Her family members are told the day of on reality TV, you marry Chris, you tell mom, hey, I am getting married or I may get married. What was her reaction?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't really know what was going to happen on this show, but I did try to prepare my mom for like the worst. And the worst going on reality TV show, believe it or not, being a Latina was I might get married because you don't know. Like I just didn't know what the show was about, but we kind of joked a little bit about it. My grandma was like, "Ah, you might find your husband and all these things." So I prepared her. I was like, "Ma, like you don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen." But I think what surprised my family and my friends the most was the person that I ended with. They were like confused. I don't. That's not usually my type. They were confused about his ethnicity, where he was from. That's what really caught everybody off guard. I don't think it was me, getting married. It was just more like, what is going on? This is not usually the type of person you go for. So that definitely caught them off guard.
You were on the Cosmic Love Show. Explain to us what that was about.
So this is the first ever. Yes, this is the first ever astrology dating show. And basically, it is a show based on, if they know about astrology, astrology is based on elements. So we have the air element, the water, earth, and then we also have, what's the other one? Fire. So the show is basically four individuals that represent each element, and people are there to date them, well, us. And I represented the element of earth because I'm a Capricorn, and that's what it's about. Like if you're into astrology and you're into signs and the stars and all of that, like it is a beautiful show. There's beautiful storylines, there's drama, there's a little bit of chisme, like out to this day, I feel like people will literally binge it and enjoy it for sure.
So, you're a Capricorn, I'm a Taurus.
Ooh, see, this is why we vibe. See,
The
this
other
is why
one's a
we
Taurus
vibe.
over there.
He's a Taurus as well.
Yeah, he's a Taurus as well. We haven't killed each other yet, so we're fine
No,
20
no,
years
no. But
in.
you know what? Believe it or not, I feel like every time I look up Earth signs, it really does says we are better with Earth signs. Like it says it. Like yeah, we work better with Earth signs because we're very like go getters, grounded. Like we don't really mesh that well with other type of elements. We're better with our own kind. We're better with our own kind.
I always thought that it was the other way around. Like, we got to find someone to, like, kind of
No.
like, girl.
Mm-mm. Not with earth signs though. Not with earth signs. Earth signs is one of the only like signs, like elements. Sorry, not signs. Like earth. Yeah, earth signs are one of the only elements that really mesh well with our kind because we're so freaking stubborn and and just like disciplined that sometimes we can be too much for the other elements. Like water be crying, and then fire is too fiery. So yeah.
We did see in some of your other interviews you spoke about being you and being careful about showing people who you really are. How are you managing your emotions now? I mean, we see a lot of self love stuff you're doing for yourself. How is that helping your progression now?
I think that experience, I think one of the things I'm doing the most to just help Maria as a person after that show was get into therapy. I think that experience in my life was a roller coaster. And I think the best thing that I could do for myself and for Maria was to go to therapy and like speak to someone and like, actually just like speak to about things that I may not talk to just my mom or my friends, and just like be selfless. Like just let it all out. Cry if I need to cry, like laugh if I need to laugh, curse if I need to curse. Shout out to my therapist, because she does not she's just she doesn't like make me like feel like I need to held back. But I think that the most important thing, if I can push something, especially when it comes to the Latin culture, I think that we don't speak about this a lot. It's about going to therapy. Like really go out there and get help. This is not for crazy people. That's how they view it. And it's sad to say, but in our culture, that's how they view it. Like, oh, you go to a therapist, pa qué tú estás loca? And it's like, no, like we need help. We need to talk to someone, and not just your husband, not just your mom. Like you need to actually get professional help and like let your feelings out, and just take 30 minutes out your week to just say whatever's been bothering you. And I think that is the most and the best decision I've made since the show, was just to get help and get therapy, and understand that I can work on things that I don't even know about that I need to work on until I'm working with it with my therapist. So yeah.
Since the show, you have been given your own show called Explotar Globo o Encontrar Amor. Please explain to us what this new venture is.
Okay, so my new show is called Explotar el Globo, Encontrar Amor. I feel like a lot of people probably have heard of English version of it, which is Pop the Balloon or Find Love. A lot of people see me not just on Cosmic Love. I've been on Enamorándonos on Univision. And, I feel like I have a lot of background when it comes to dating shows and love shows and everything. So when the idea was presented to me and the opportunity was presented to me, and where I can actually be a host and not just be out here dating people. I think that it aligns really, really well with me. When I was on Cosmic Love and just, being a Latina in the entertainment world, and they, they reached out to me. I absolutely love the idea, and I love that it's in New York, and it's for Latinos. It is something, that's one thing about me, is I love representing my cultures and I love representing my people. And if we can, I feel like Latinos in New York, we're different. Like we're different from, let's say, Latinos in Puerto Rico, with in Dominican Republic. We talk different, we act different, we just have a different type of like culture in us. And I feel like being able to show this on the show, besides being just a dating show, it's beautiful. We have people that are doing amazing things. I have I can't wait for you guys to see it, but we're gonna have people from all different type of backgrounds, all different type of jobs. And one of the things that I feel that New York lacks, and is because we tend to be very busy, it's finding love. Like people have a job, they have a place, they have this, but when it comes to love, we tend to be so busy, and we're always on the run, we're always rushing, that is like it's hard a little bit, speaking for myself, like to find love. So the show is about, again, finding love, but also representing our cultures and representing us Latinos in New York that speak Spanglish, that we have the different type of backgrounds because of our immigrant parents, but we also have so much culture in us from New York. Like we listen to Vibes Cartel. We just have so many different type of things inside us that I just want to like share that on the show. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super, super excited. If anyone wants to sign up, they can go right now to my Instagram, which is X Maria R Beauty. There's gonna be a link there, and there's a Spanish link and there's an English link. They just have to fill out the form, and then we will reach out to them. We also have a promo going on right now on Backstage. If anyone is familiar with Backstage and you guys, are in the entertainment world, actors or anything like that, they can sign up there as well. And again, this is something for us, for the culture, for Latinos in Nueva York, Latinos that just want to represent their culture, where we're from. Again, we're very different than Latinos in Puerto Rico, Latinos in Dominican Republic. We talk different. So just giving people a space where we can be ourselves, we can speak Spanglish, and we can find love, but at the same time have fun and just represent like where we're coming from and what we do.
Maria is also a red carpet host. Who was the first celebrity that you interviewed?
It was actually huge. It was like a big thing. So it was for this show on Disney Plus, and it was also on Hulu, and it was for a show called A Small Light. It was basically the story of the little girl that helped Anna Frank during the Holocaust. And, before you do these interviews, you have to actually watch everything so you can know how the show goes and, as many episodes as you can. It was very last minute. They gave it to me very last minute. So I had to kind of like go into like research mode. Again, this is the first time I've ever done something like this. And it was a big platform. It was Disney Plus, Hulu, and I interviewed all of the main actors and actresses, but I also interviewed all of like the writers and like the executive producers. I was super nervous. I got like my own team because the network that I work with, they're actually in LA. So I was in New York and I had to get like my own videographer, my own mics, and all of these things. And it was a beautiful experience because again, it just kind of pushes me to like do things I never done and do it in a time crunch and just really believe in myself and understand like, okay, I've never done this, but this is an opportunity that's being presented to me, so I got to give it my all. And it was beautiful, honestly. It was so fun. They have like an after party every time they do these premieres. You watch like, I think we watched like the first 3 episodes, and then they have like an after party where you can like meet everyone, and it's an amazing experience. Coming from, again, being someone behind the scenes and being like on red carpets, it's like, oh my God, this is amazing.
If you had the opportunity to interview another celebrity, who would that be?
Oh, wow. I think I would love to interview. Oh, let me think about this one. I want it to be good, not like well, the only person that can come to my mind right now, I think I would love to interview J Lo. I think that her story is beautiful. Where she came from, she's from the Bronx. She's done a bunch of different things. She will be one of the people that I would love to interview right now because she's from my generation, and then I feel like she's gonna be for the generation after me. But if I can interview her right now, where like she's always been at her peak, but I think that this is like her, I would say like her moment where she's like an icon.
Okay, Maria, as we close out, I want to go ahead and leave you with a message. You are brave, you are beautiful, you are strong, and there is no one else in this world like you. Thank you for joining the H&I podcast tonight. Thank you to our viewers for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Maria, once again, thank you for being a guest on our podcast. Everyone, please make sure you go check out her new show airing on Amazon Prime Video. For bonus, exclusive content on this interview, go check out our audio platform at hnitalkshow.podbean.com.